Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Divine Traveler, the tale behind the stone walls. As we move further down towards the south of Orissa and finally enter into Telangana, I start with episode 2 of phase 3 of our journey. We first start with places in and around Rayagada before moving further south of Orissa into Koraput, Malkangiri and then finally entering into Telangana via Bhadrachalam. While the entire stretch has numerous places to visit, the more important aspect of the journey is the beautiful and ominously good highways of Orissa and the beautiful stretch through which one enters the state of Telangana into Bhadrachalam. This is part 1 and I start part 1 of phase 3 by covering a bit about the Rayagada town.
The Rayagada is a district in the southern part of Orissa and consists mainly of tribes, primarily the Khons and the Soras. Additionally, Odia, Kui and Sora are spoken in the town. Vishwanath Deva Gajapati of Suryavancha dynasty of Jaipur founded the town. Rayagada is a developed town with all kinds of facility and staying options around. The entire district, as I have mentioned, is full of tourist and historic places to visit, and the town of Rayagada can be chosen as the stay option. Talking about a bit of history of Rayagada, rock inscriptions as well as different points have been found which clearly indicate the region was the center of attraction in all ages. In the 3rd century BC, during the reign of Ashoka, Odisha was part of the Kalinga Empire. The hilly tract between the Vamsadhara and Nagavalli rivers was known for its spices. Another Bhojpur rock inscription in Brahmi of Rastrik king Mandhata adds some facts about this region. The Rastriks were defeated by Kharvela, the emperor of Kalinga, during the battle of Chaupagado. Vishwanath Dev Gajapati, who ruled between 1527 and 1571 CE, the Suryavanshi king of Nandapur, which is later part of Jaipur, established his capital on the bank of Nagavalli and named it Rayagada or Raigad. Under his rule, the place flourished economically, which proved beneficial to the vast kingdom that stretched from the confines of Jharkhand and West Bengal to river Godavari in south. During his reign, he fought a war with Kuli Qutub Mulk, the first Qutub Shahi Sultan of Golconda, and successfully stopped his advance towards his kingdom. However, he had to surrender the rich fertile land located in the middle of Godavari Krishna Delta to execute a peace treaty which made Godavari the border of the two kingdoms. Rayagada remained under the kingdom of Jaipur until the dissolution of Act of 1947. Another important feature about the district of Rayagada is its richness in bauxite and silicon. In 2006, the Ministry of Panchayati Raj named Rayagada one of the country's 250 backwards districts out of a total of 640. It is one of the 19 districts in Odisha receiving aid from Backward Regions Grant BRGF. When we travel from Rayagada towards Malkangiri, huge mountains of bauxite along with plants can be observed with railway wagons available for their carriage. On day 6, we started from our hotel at Rayagada and our first destination was Chatikona and Gadgada Falls. After Chatikona and Gadgada waterfalls, we moved towards Paikapada Rekha Deula and Paikapada Joy Durga temple. After covering this, we covered the local Lakshmi Narayan temple at Theruballi, and finally we got back to our hotel at Rayagada. On day 6, our first destination was Chatikona. Chatikona is a small village of Rayagada district in the state of Odisha, surrounded by the Niyamgiri hills in its three directions. Chatikona is famous for Pataleshwar temple dedicated to Lord Shiva, Chatikona, and the nearby Gadgada falls. Apart from this, there are numerous falls and streams flowing surrounding the area. Nothing much I could find about the temple, but the entire area is covered by beautiful lush green forest comprising of numerous trees all around, with the beautiful stream and waterfall at the back of the temple, which makes it a beautiful tourist spot and a must visit. It is also a place for picnic for many. Visiting the place and spending a good 2 to 3 hours with family along with numerous other places around like the museum, waterfalls nearby would make one's family outgoing perfect. The Chatikona Mahadev temple and waterfall are located around 48 kilometers from Rayagada town and is surrounded by a series of valleys and wooded hills of various colors. It is the center of pilgrimage of Chatikona Mahadev temple. Muniguda is the nearest bus stop, which is around 23 kilometers from Gadgada Falls, which is connected to NH43 connecting to major cities. From there, one needs to take a local transport for Chatikona and Gadgada Falls. After Chatikona, our next destination was the Rekha Deuls of Paikapada. Paikapada is almost around 24 kilometers from Rayagada town, and it is known for the Paikapada Rekha Deula. A little known Jai Durga temple is also situated couple of kilometers ahead of the temple. In the hills, an abundant fort is also there. The Paikapada Pataleshwar temple or Rekha Deula is situated on the banks of Nagavalli river just 25 kilometers from Rayagada town, a revered shrine dedicated to Lord Pataleshwar Shiva. This sacred temple is not only a place of worship for Lord Shiva but also houses deities like Lord Jagannath, Ma Dakshineshwari Kali and Chamunda, creating a divine ambience. The temple is renowned for its significant festival Mahashivratri, which attracts devotees from various parts of Odisha throughout the year. It is believed that the temple contains 9 crore 99 lakh 99,999 Shiva lingams. The temples are believed to be constructed between 8th and 13th century, including a dilapidated fort. An ancient temple, the temple complex consists of the much renovated new Jagannatha temple on the left, while the old Rekha Devlas with ancient structures still stand in the right with multiple vimanas all around. The temple is also known as Dakshin Kali and is a living example of the masterful and skillful Kalinga style of architecture of temples with iconographies of Durga, Kali, Shiva, Ganesha, Shivlingas, Nagas, Kartikeya on the walls. The temple is situated on the bank of a beautiful lake, which makes the temple more beautiful and serene. Proceeding 2 kilometers from the Rekha Deuls, there is a Paikapada Durga temple, which is also equally beautiful and worth visiting. I have a little confusion about the Durga temple because there is a Durga temple ahead, around 1 kilometers ahead of this particular temple, where there is a very beautiful Durga idol which is kept. Locals say that that was the main Durga temple, but this temple was created later. We visited that temple, but that temple was closed. Only there was a crevice from which the Durga idol could be seen. I do not have much details about the history of the temple, but I have photographs and images which contains beautiful iconographies on the walls, inferring that the temples are equally as old as the Rekha Deuls. Locals say that the Durga temple is almost as old as the Rekha Deuls and are created on the same lines as the main Pataleshwar temple by the same kings. In anyways, this temple is a must visit if you are visiting Paikapada. The Lakshmi Narayan temple at Therubali is located at the IMFA factory of Therubali, Rayagada district, Odisha. The deities Lakshmi Narayanan, Hanuman, Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra, and Lord Shiva are worshipped by thousands of devotees. Built over 14 years back by the IMFA, the temple is a major attraction of the district. The temple is about 25 kilometers from Rayagada. It is one of the tourist attractions of the district.
This is all I have for part 1 of episode number 2, and I would sincerely request you to continue watching the videos of the remaining parts of episode number 2.